viewing records and management and how it all combines working with your negotiators. This comes back to most negotiators. The starting point is most negotiators and managers not being very aware at best, and at worst, lazy. Since the dawn of time, negotiators haven't been that interested in extending themselves, so there's nothing new here really. And by this I mean most sales guys will not go out of their way to recommend to a potential buyer other properties to view. So they only make appointments on the property that the potential buyer has phoned up to view. What superior negotiators do is gain an understanding in the initial conversation, so that includes criteria, wants and don't wants, and from there they'll recommend to the potential buyer that they view 2 or 3 at the same time. In other words, they don't wait for details to be ready, they don't rely on sending out emails. If something's on the market, it's on. You don't need the photos or the floor plans being produced. So good negotiators will promote and recommend that this property is viewed too, immediately. The very best negotiators will actually go a step further too. I'll elaborate. So as the superior negotiator is speaking with a potential buyer at the applicant stage, they will be thinking to themselves, what can I promote where the property isn't formally on the market with us? So this could mean a property that's been withdrawn from the market temporarily, where perhaps the seller is freshening things up and has said they're going to put it back on shortly. It could be a property where the negotiator is haggling over commission. So you've already conducted a valuation, it's not quite on, still crossing T's and dotting I's. But the superior negotiator remembers when speaking to a potential buyer and is prepared to extend themselves, talk about others that are coming up or have just come on. So the applicant isn't just viewing the one that they've phoned up to view. Negotiators have had the best negotiators have had the vision to get the applicant into a few. And hence these are negotiators that will sell more. There's no coincidence. It really isn't rocket science. It's pure determination and will. But it doesn't just end here. The manager of the branch has a vital role to play too. If he or she is half decent, then they will ensure proactivity and high standards from themselves as well as the negotiators. Now before we get into this, let's articulate the wrong approach from a manager. So the wrong approach is to simply say to a negotiator, if anyone makes an inquiry about this one, can you tell them about that one? That's as lazy as it is average. What a proactive manager has to do is sit down and meet with his or her negotiator twice a week, 40 minutes of focus each time. And that's all it is. And if you care to know how you go about it and what to do in more detail to ensure that you're training as well as inspiring your negotiators, I'd urge you to attend my Management Mayhem course. It's really a really effective way to go about things, and it will bond you with your negotiators, it will help you with staff retention, loyalty, and ultimately it will help you sell more property.